Good day, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today once again for another session. And this is the first time we are doing an in-person interview after a long time. We are now in stage 3 after COVID. So hopefully this should be good. We have with us Anjum Iqbal, a very illustrious career, and he will share with us his journey here in Canada. So thank you, Anjum bhai, for joining us today. So if you could get started by telling us a little bit about yourself first.
Thank you, Saad Bhai, for taking or giving me this opportunity. It's great to talk to the community as well. A little bit about myself. My name is Anjum Iqbal. These days I'm working as a VP Technology for FNF Canada. A little bit in the background, my origins are from Pakistan. I grew up in Multan, in Pakistan, proud of the city. And then later on moved to Lahore and then moved to Australia and a couple other places before coming to Canada in 2000.
And then after you moved to 2000, did you study anything here or?
Yeah, so I actually did my undergrad from Australia in computer sciences, and after I came here, I worked in the industry primarily in the software development stack. And after that, I did my MBA from Canada in 2012.
Nice, amazing. So you joined FNF Canada in 2012?
In 2006.
2006,
Yeah.
okay.
So after coming to Canada, I was lucky. I had a chance of working in Singapore before coming here for about 3 years. Gave me a really good base for kind of jumping into a Western society and work environment. And once I came to Canada, I was lucky enough to get into a software development role. It was a progressive role, gave me a lot of opportunity to work with different organizations. Back then, the times were good. It was a dot-com boom at the time. There were plenty of opportunities, and luckily I was able to capitalize on one. And then things started, and then you build your network, you build your relationships, you get to know the lay of the land, you learn the rules here, and then you grow.
So you have gone on to become the VP, so it's almost like a management position now. Do you think how much, let me put it this way, how much do you think your MBA played a role in getting you there? And also the fact that does one purely rely on their technical skills, or there are other skills that are required to move to the senior role that you need to move to?
Very good question. So in my opinion and experience, other skills just besides academic play a really big role. So in my case, my MBA did help me grow further in my career, but I was already in an AVP or director level role while I took the MBA. So it did help. It helped me more than it helped my organization. MBA gave me a lot of different perspective. I came from a purely technology background, and it helped me kind of bridge the gap between how a business should be run, how our organization's gonna function, and how they work. It gave me a really good exposure there. If I take a step back, after playing or spending a lot of years in pure technology field as software engineer and sort of the mid-level management positions there, I had to make a choice. Either I had to stick with my technology background and just grow into the architecture side and lead from a tech perspective, or cross the line and go where the management positions will lead you to go. And so it's a tough decision. It's not for everybody. So I would recommend anybody who is in that role to or at that stage of life, make that choice very carefully, because if you're good at technology, it doesn't mean you will be good at leading people. They are two different skill sets that you would need. But as I believe, it is a skill. Like, you can still learn this skill. So it's not that you're born with it. You can learn. But you wouldn't want to do it. It's not something that you should force yourself onto, or kind of take a decision and then regret it later. Make that decision very carefully, weigh your options, and then go into that side. Because if you, it's not just about the money or the title that comes with it. You would be making more money and having another title in a pure technology field as well. But it's something that you need to make a decision about.
Perfect. Another aspect of your life here in Canada, you have been volunteering. You were a part of the Lego Mindstorms team, FLL team, and then apart from that, you're also engaged with the community efforts. What role and why would you do that, and why would you recommend anybody else to do the same too?
Yes, a great point there. Volunteering or engaging yourself in activities that helps the community in general is always helpful. So volunteering, in my opinion, helps in a couple of different ways. It helps for your personal growth. You get to meet people, you get to know more about the industry lay of the land and how Canada is functioning. And that was my main motivation to learn about coming new to Canada, to learn what's happening around here. So I started volunteering different organizations wherever I could get a chance. And lately I've worked with Sadhbhai on the Lego League as well. But besides that, I was volunteering with Futurepreneur Canada, where we were mentoring some new entrepreneurs coming up with good ideas or new ideas and helping them to kind of shape up the idea for commercialization. So that was my role in kind of coaching them on how can you take an idea and make a business out of it.
Nice.
And from there on, obviously, I'm involved in CIO Association Canada. I'm also involved in an organization called CIO for CIO. It's a CIO community-based organization that meets regularly and comes up with trainings and comes up with seminars for helping the CIO community. So it's never a bad idea to spend your time outside of your work. I tell whomever I'm coaching or mentoring that working from 9 to 5 in a regular day job is not gonna lead you to bigger or different opportunities. You need to carve the time out and carve another way for you to keep the growth level going. It's not, and the other part I would also recommend people working on or thinking about would be not to pick a volunteer or a networking opportunity just for the sake of a career growth. It's a good idea to do that, but personal growth to me would carry more weight and would take you further, because you'll never know when those skills and those connections will help you in kind of paving a new path for yourself.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And just one last question for all the new immigrants out there who are planning to move to Canada or are already here. What is an advice that you would give them?
Work hard, be honest with yourself and whomever you're working with, as well as try your level best. There is plenty of opportunity in this land, and if you are willing to put or do your bit, this economy and this environment, this country will respond very positively for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Anjum bhai, for your time today.
No
and
problem.
Hopefully we'll post your link as well, your LinkedIn on the YouTube, and hopefully if there's anybody who wants to reach out to you. So thank you for your time today.
No problem.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Bye.
Thank you, Sadhbhai.